concentration. What's the thing looking like? On a lot of things, who are those candidates who that you have a better chance to
Okay, okay.
lead or
But
win this process?
I will shortly start talking to some citizens about.
You got to be audible. You have to be audible so I can hear you.
I will shortly start talking to some citizens about the election and what they expect as well. And then 6 o'clock, I will be heading to the city hall in Sunny Quade, and then I'll be able to bring in the live press conference as well. So yeah, that's all for now.
So, where am I game?
Yeah.
First, what about viewers? Thanks for joining this live broadcast. This online television. We are doing the special edition of the Election Center covering the 2025, covering the 2025 senatorial by-election in Nimba County, where former Senator Kennedy, one who has been projected to win this process, Madam Bongo, where Queen of Kings Representative Stafford Toga, who is on the ticket of the the establishment, the political party. So we have our reporters there in Nimba County, wherever you're watching this live broadcast. We firstly encourage you to share live this broadcast at Election Center, providing a free elections analysis. So we also have with us on this live broadcast our CEO, Mr. Simon William Magay, one of our reporters there in Upper City. In Nimba County, we also have Francis Cole and Darius Buckman. So they are all there making sure that people can get started on every part of Nimba County there to inform you what is unfolding currently in Nimba County as the election looks like. But firstly, let me thank you, William Magay. William Magay, welcome on.
Let me say good evening to you, Roland, and the entire team. And it's a pleasure being on here this evening to bring all of the happenings. Like you can see, we are here in the street of Sunny, and we have a
Can you be
lot
a
of
little bit audible?
residents. We are here in Sunny City, and we have a lot of people that have gone to cast their vote. And again, there are not large numbers of people that we saw, voting. We saw a handful of people that went to the polls, but they're not as compared to general elections where you have numbers of people going to vote.
Princess, can you mute your line a little bit? Princess Kola, can you mute? Can you mute your microphone?
No, not me. Not me.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, William. Go ahead, William.
Yeah, so like I said, a lot of the people they turn out as expected in numbers, and they were
If you say
posting
the
out to
people did
put.
not turn out, if you saying that the people did not turn out in that number, what actually do you mean?
I mean, like as expected, we needed to see a lot of people in queues, but instead, all of the polling places of recent that I visited, you have either one or two persons that are going in to cast their vote. Something that was even expressed by the National Elections Chair. She expressed concern about that. He said despite there's no huge turnout, but everything was smooth and everything about the election is going as planned. And again, she said it's of no surprise because this is a by-election and you do not expect to see a lot of people going to the polls to cast votes.
William,
Yeah.
there's just speculations. There is just speculation that most of the polling centers in Nimba County, observers from one key wherever CU might be where they not show up observers at most of the polling centers. How can you prove this information?
Yeah, we got that information, but it was misinterpreted by some of the observers. And when we also went for the press conference at 1 o'clock, the chair of the National Elections Commission said, the issue was handled and everything went back to normal. People started voting process at a particular center where things were misunderstood.
People want to know exactly which part of Nimba are you reporting from?
I'm currently in sunny Nimba County. Like I said, I was at the city hall. I was also uh, there quite recently, but I came on the main street to sample views just before we thought of coming on this live broadcast. So by 6 o'clock, which is just 16 minutes from now, we'll have the National Elections Commission here coming in to speak to the public concerning the election results. And not the results, but concerning the election process as how things are and what is going to happen since it's after 6 o'clock.
After, be on the line. Be on the line. Let's go Francis Fuller quickly. Francis Fuller, welcome to Eastern Line Election Center.
Yeah, so it have been a very peaceful day here in Nimba, this part of Nimba. As a complex city, it have been a very peaceful process here. But the only dissatisfaction here has to do with we as personnel who were sent here to do this coverage here, just poor turnout. When it comes to poor turnout during the election process, we did not notice a huge turnout as expected because Nima being one of the most populated county in Liberia it broke us down today by seeing the whole queue here, and then you can see a group of citizens here to come and cast their vote. You will see like one, two, three persons just walking, coming in just to go and cast their vote. So the turnout was very poor today as the elections
So,
are drawn to
Francis,
very close.
Francis,
Yes, yes, sir.
um, as relate to the information regarding huge deployment of security personnel, don't you think,
Yes.
what is your own analysis that lead to the poor turnout on this election day as expected?
Yeah. So poor turnout. As we all know, this election is a by-election. It was not, something I was playing previously. Like you expect general election in 6 years, so people will leave from other country. People will leave from different part of the country to come and register in a county to select that leader. And moreover, we talked to a few citizens. Some were saying that this poor attendance having to be the cost of missing of registrar voters cards, damaging of voter registration card and so on. So the excuses were many, but still they encourage one another to come in and then vote. Those who had a card, people were encouraging them. As we as media personnel, we did our encouragement part to encourage them to come and vote. But it has been so frustrating here in Complex City.
So, from your own analysis, you've been there since Sunday evening. How's the election feel in terms of the media establishment candidate on the Summer October and that about one of the biggest contenders, but I either don't know where not blown. How do you look at things from
So
your own analysis?
yeah, so speaking to that, we arrived here on Sunday, and just from conversation in the neighborhood, and then just surrounding, because as a media person, if you arrive to such places, you just sit in the corner and just listen to people views, their concern. Even at Thai shop, you will hear everyone saying, the district number 5 representative will have to take this one. So it's at this point in this part of this country is something that it was already laying for him. So people were like But myself, I will not vote. So that also caused the poor turnout today, because people were speculating that the election is just going to go on, but somebody already won the election, and which happened to be the sitting lawmaker, that's in honor of Mr. Sam G. Coker. Yeah,
So that been analysis there.
yeah, that have been the
So
speculations, but it was not factual.
yeah, so how then the security protocol?
Come
There's a
again?
huge deployment of state security. How then the security protocol?
So the security protocol, but Roland, to be honest with you, the security will work intensively, even though they were deployed. They will work intensively because when you have a huge turnout. But when you notice that people just come and walk through the protocol and go, and the process was not difficult. Even though they were deployed and they make sure that mechanisms were put in place, kudos to the Liberia National Police and the Joint Security at large. So you notice that they would just come and pass. So protocol were put in place. There was no noise to where we reported from today. You couldn't see any form of embarrassment or distraction to the election process. Yeah.
So there have been no election violence protests so far in campaign.
So so from this part of Nimba in complete, there has been no form of embarrassment to where we reported from today.
So when is the put in place? When is the put in place? Will close. When will the put in place be closed?
So I've visited three major polling places, major precinct here. The Khan High School in Campley here. I was told I would be closed sharp 6 o'clock, and I'm here again at the Khan Central Market. As you can see, there is a process going on there, and I've been told that about 6 o'clock the process will stop, and then tallying will continue from 6 o'clock. So just to let
So
the public
are there
know.
still voters coming? You got 10 minutes of six. Are there voters coming still?
Come again, come again.
Voters are still coming.
Yeah, it is frustrating, but
You got 10
nevertheless, we
minutes.
can
You
see.
got 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So we can see few voters still coming, one coming to come and cast their vote. So voters are still coming, but as we have been told, even as they come after 6 o'clock, the precinct will be closed for voting. From 6 p.m. there will be no voting, but we still seeing one voters going there, as you can see, to go and cast their vote. So voters are still coming, and voters will continue to come, but the pool will be closed for voting after 6 p.m.
Thank you. You can read me online as we join What Am I Deal to provide a little analysis as we are being told. There will be a press conference, there will be an election press conference there in San Nicolas, Nimba County. So, Willow, back to you.
Yeah, Roland.
How is the voters coming? How are the voters coming in there in San Nicolas?
Well, earlier on stated, there are not much number of people that are coming in to vote, especially all of the places I've visited. I just from the local actual border at Luto, I think it should be Luto or Zoo elementary
Look
school
at your
there,
border
a
between
handful of people.
Liberia and Nimba County and Africans.
Yes, between Liberia and Africa, there are a handful of people is so very full. The turnout for the election today is so very full. And
Which candidate do you think have a stronghold in that part of Nimba County?
where where I was, uh, I heard a lot of people talking about district five representative, and some of them even had a statement that you cannot replace a lion with a catfish. That was an African proverb used by one of the voters when I asked uh, why is it that the turnout is full, and what's his message to the people of Nimba County.
Sorry.
I can hear you.
How is the security protocol there in Sunny City? I want to look at
Well,
your area.
everything is in tight. As you may be aware, the border as well is closed, and it will open uh, by 6 o'clock tomorrow, by early 7:30 tomorrow. The border will be open tomorrow, so the border is
Have you,
closed
have
to
you
allow
experienced
people to
any?
like
Have you experienced or seen any sort of violence there in Sunny City?
absolutely no sign of violence. Everything is still still.
But firstly, let me ask you. I forgot about this question. When did the voting process started in Sunny City from the Puri Center you were?
I started from Ganta, where I will be heading back later on. And from Ganta, I started by 8 o'clock, where all of the polling places I visited started by 8. They were open by 8 for voters to go and vote. So I
At
came there
8 a.m.
somewhere around, you said?
You say about 8 a.m.
Yeah, 8 a.m., 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 a.m., polling places were open. And the polling place will close by 6 o'clock, just 6 minutes from now. So we also have places that started with the voting process midway, and there was some problem that another time or sometime will be allotted to voters that will be going in because of the disruption in the process earlier on today.
So that's the voice of Guru Magi, who will take a leave of her very shortly. But what I'm before you take a leave of us, so going forward, the press conference there in Sunny Cody, and that's expected to start at 6 p.m. What is your own message? What is your own message in terms of the experience you have gathered today from this electoral process, this by-elections there in Nimba County, as many who have analyzed anticipating that we are being very careful with a huge scale there in San in Lima County there. What is your own message to Nigerians? As your analysis of the conservation project that you do.
My message is peace is free, violence is expensive. In all, whoever wins the election should be well. Embrace whoever wins the election because we are one people, and in all, we shouldn't allow politics to divide us. That's my message to the people of Nimba.
So that's a point of reported there in Sanford in Lima County started this coverage this morning in Kansas City, Lima County. The name is William Agay reporting there. Thanks to you, William Agay. Actually, take a look of you getting towards the press conference of the National Elections Commission. Goodbye for now.
Thank you.
So let's join Francis Colette. Francis,
Yes, sir.
uh,